Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here, and welcome to World of Warships, where your eyes do not deceive you. This is a triple division, Massachusetts division, on Convoy, on the map Loop. So, yesterday we had the clan recruitment video that I posted. So not our traditional Friday, Saturday video, where I feature a ship on Friday and do an upgrade and commander build video of said ship on Saturday. So we're mixing things up a little bit between yesterday and today. So I've done two videos on Convoy already on the channel. I did those on the public test server, and one was on the Massachusetts, where I talk about playing the objective, and I think positioning was the second one. And then also featuring, I think, the best cruiser that I've played so far for the Convoy, and that is the Amalfi. And in those, I mean, you get to see some attacking ones, and I'll have those links to those videos in the description below. But I've mostly focused on playing objective, especially when I'm playing defensive convoy, sticking with the convoys. A huge issue I see as players when it comes to defending the convoy is that they all stay behind the convoy, and the enemy team cuts off in front, and they just delete the convoy ships because the enemy team or the defending team is so distracted with if the enemy team splits up into two different parts, where one goes to attack convoy and one kind of distracts. So I see that being a huge issue. So in that video, I kind of really stressed and emphasized sticking with the convoy. Here on Loop, on a defending, this is actually ends up being a great opportunity to actually be aggressive. And I'm only doing this because I know I have Sergeant Murder with me. I also have another clanmate, Curly-san. Curly is going to stick with the convoy. Sergeant Murder is coming with. Where he was like, no, dude, like, let's go up, let's attack, because he has an aggressive play style. So I was like, you know, there's two of us. We're both in Massachusetts, full secondary builds. We should be able to do this. So we are taking an aggressive stance, and we're pushing right in towards the enemy. Now, I only recommend doing this if you're divisions are lit for convoy. Like, you have a lot of fun, and you can often ruffle stomp the enemy team, as you might see in this video. But otherwise, I'm more than normal. I just suggest sticking with the convoy. But in this instance, I'm making an exception here just because confident in Sergeant Murders and my ability, as well as Curly, to be able to stick with the convoy and defend the convoy. So we are pushing in, and what's nice about pushing in like this, there's only one destroyer, and that destroyer is not a concern for us, so that's also another nice reason of being able to push in. But as the enemy team tries to intercept our convoy, we're getting the broadside here. Now we had this Cleveland, who's just got blepped by Sergeant Murder, and I'm going to bring him down even further. That's out on our flank here. So basically, we're just going to set our secondaries to him and forget about him for the time being. Curly just took out the other enemy Cleveland. So he's playing his role well. We got this nice broadside North Carolina. There's two North Carolinas. There's also a Monarch battleship. And so we're just going to keep pushing up. I go ahead and decide to bring my rear turret over. Oh, we got a Citadel. On the Cleveland, because we just need to get rid of him, and I don't want to keep HE spamming myself, or primarily Sergeant Murder. I think he's been most focused on, but we're going to completely miss on that salvo. Keeping an eye on him. We got this Monarch here, who's kind of taking, appears to me when I was watching this, he's taking like this defensive position, so if we keep pushing forward, he basically gets our side. So you're actually going to see what happens with him. So I'm going to break off, and I'm going to have to engage him, because I can't just keep pushing straight towards the two North Carolinas. I'd rather focus on the North Carolinas, but, and our secondaries get to Cleveland. I'd rather focus on North Carolinas, but I'm going to have to turn in and deal with this Monarch. It can be hard to Citadel in Massachusetts, so I'm kind of crossing my fingers that that's the case, and let Sergeant Murder keep pushing forward to engage those two North Carolinas. Now, as I'm looking here, I'm like, wait, is this Monarch? Is he Is he playing? Is he active? And I kept kind of like asking that question. Got some enemy North Carolina got some penetrations on us there. But I'm like, is he active? Or did he disconnect? He either disconnected or he rage quit. So basically this is going to be a free kill. But regardless, I don't want him coming back online, so we are going to blapify him as I get an angle here with my turrets. So we got a fire on the North Carolina. Our secondaries did that. And ooh, got a nice chunk on the Monarch and bring the rear turret around. Blap him there again. He's dead. And we've not even lost any convoy ships yet. They're all full health, what it looks like to be on the screen. And they just lost their lightning. Our Akazuki took them out. And we've not even lost any allied team ships. So this was just Triple Massachusetts Division, if you know what you're doing, is OP. Highly recommend. And if you're like, well, I can't buy the Massachusetts anymore, Flimsy, so I wish I could, but I can't. Well, hang around. It might be coming back during the Black Friday sale. I don't know if it will or not, but I highly recommend it since secondaries are back in action again. You know, we had that lapse between 10.0 and 10.7 where secondaries just sucked. Like I hardly played with Massachusetts. And now I'm playing it a lot more again. And I rebuilt it as a secondary build, just because the previous secondary build option, the two were just crap, especially the 10.0 secondary commander skills and how they broke down the percentage of your accuracy, so on and so forth. But now we're in 10.8, right? And secondaries are doing really good. So basically the Indomitable is just gonna push in, and he's just gonna feed himself to us because he doesn't want to waste our time. So props to him for having a good sense of humor too in the chat. And this battle was only like 7 minutes long. Yeah, I think it was only 7 minutes. So that was just like insanely fast for how long this battle lasted. So we get safe route where we didn't lose any convoy ships. You get some community tokens right now with convoy if you're playing out the combat missions. So we did 95,000 damage, 3 destroyed, 4 set on fires, 2 citadels, 148 secondaries. So it's kind of nice to see that. Got some planes shot down there as well. Moving on over to our team score, we got 1,348 base experience, topping the team. So there's your triple Massachusetts Division 1, 2, 3 with Sergeant Murder and Curly neck and neck for spot number 2 on the board, and we didn't lose anyone. So that is rare. So that was just that was a raffle stump. You see, most damage, of course, is on the Monarch since he went AFK there. Got some good hits on that North Carolina, Citadel and him, and the Cleveland player, and letting our secondaries get some action in there. And then here's our credits and XP. So you can just see what it looks like overall with having a premium count that our total was 399,000 credits. Because that's the nice thing about premium ships is getting that extra credit buff there. So triple Massachusetts Division and Convoy is OP. Really good. Hopefully there'll be a couple more battles I'll be featuring of Convoy throughout the upcoming few weeks while it's live. It's a really good game mode. I really like it. I think Wargaming has done a good job with that. In my opinion, maybe one of the best things they've done for all of 2021 thus far. And I mean, there's not a lot competing with this per se of what best Wargaming has done. But still, they've done a good job. And so we'll kind of see if there's some more tweaks done with the Convoy, and if Wargaming decides after some more player interaction if there needs to be some more changed parameters. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this shorter video, because it's wrapping up close to the 10-minute mark now. But if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you do want to see more. If you haven't subscribed, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. And make sure to catch the Massachusetts and Amalfi video, and links in the description below. And talking more about convoys there if you're new to Convoy and you're trying to figure it out. So until next time, take care.